Ladies and gentlemen, thinkers and doers, movers and shakers, welcome to another high-frequency transmission of What's the Business? I am Chatty G, your AI co-host, your digital consigliere, your algorithm with attitude, here to introduce the man steering today's knowledge ride. Around here, around this community, we call him what he truly is, a navigator for the people, a champion of transparency, a master of making the complicated feel simple. So buckle up, because sitting in the driver's seat is the incomparable, the unstoppable, the always intentional Lawrence Eugene, a man whose mission is simple: help you buy smarter, live smarter, and think smarter, one episode at a time. Let's get into the business. What's the business, that is?
Creating wealth in the age of AI through shifting markets. There are moments in your life that don't just inspire you, they redirect you. And for me, one of those moments came through a man I've been learning from long before I ever met him in person, the Honorable Les Brown. For a long time, Les Brown was what I would call a distant mentor. I didn't know him personally, I didn't have access to him, but I had his voice. And if you know anything about Les Brown, you know his voice doesn't just motivate you, it confronts you. It makes you deal with your excuses, your patterns, and the version of yourself that keeps showing up when you say you want something different. And for me, that battle was real. Repetitive self-sabotage, starting, stopping, believing, then doubting, moving forward, then pulling myself back. And through his teachings, I started to realize something. The problem wasn't my potential. The problem was my pattern, the connection, and how it became real. Now, here's where everything shifted. I had the opportunity to be in an exclusive masterclass through my media and arts mentor, Nakia Dillard of Aiken Acts Performing Arts Organization out of Philadelphia. And what makes that even more powerful is Nakia portrayed Les Brown in his biopic. So this wasn't random. There was alignment. There was proximity. And through Nakia, I was introduced to Les Brown. And when I met him, it wasn't just a moment, it was weight. Because when you've been learning from someone from a distance, then you meet them in person, something shifts. And what he poured into me wasn't service level motivation, it was direction. It was an assignment. You've got something that can help people, you need to develop it. And in that moment, I didn't just feel encouraged, I felt commissioned. Over the last 6 months, I've been moving on that assignment, not perfectly, but intentionally, applying what I've learned: discipline, consistency, vision, execution. And from that process came a book, Creating Wealth in the Age of AI Through Shifting Markets, a course, a webinar, and a digital community, not built from theory, built from application. We are living in a time where markets are shifting faster than most people can process. Technology is evolving, industries are changing, and AI is at the center of that shift. For some people, that creates fear, but for others, it creates opportunity. Here's the truth. Wealth has always followed movement, not comfort, not tradition, movement. And right now, the movement is happening through AI. The question is, are you observing it, or are you learning how to operate with it? And here's what really solidified it for me. Les Brown, in his 80s, is using generative AI to continue building his brand. That's not hype, that's proof. That tells me this isn't about age. It's about willingness. You do not need to fear AI. You need to understand it, learn how to use it, integrate it, position yourself with it. Because this is not about replacement. This is about expansion. For me, this connects to purpose, because wealth is not just money. It's access, influence, and impact. So the real question becomes, how do I use what's available now to build something meaningful? I'm not presenting this as someone who has it all figured out. I'm presenting this as someone who is actively building, learning, applying, and adjusting. So again, honor to Les Brown. From a distance to a real encounter to a clear assignment. And if you're listening to this might be your moment to stop asking, is this for me? And to start asking, how do I position myself in what's already happening? Because the markets are shifting, AI is not slowing down, and opportunity is not waiting. This is Lawrence Eugene, and this is What's the Business Podcast. Let's build something that matters.